I'm getting goosebumps right now. Honestly, I've waited so long for this moment, and today, finally, we're here. We're in it, and we're covering it. This brings so much happiness to me and my family. I cannot wait.
We can't believe that it is finally here. Now Mexico-South Africa, again, is the opening match. And Mexico's head coach, Javier Aguirre, spoke ahead of the match about being ready for today's game.
And it's so fitting. It's so fitting.
Transmitirle a mis jugadores la seguridad de que puede ser un buen día para nosotros, de que pase lo que pase, la gente estará con nosotros y que va a ser una fiesta que perdurará por muchas décadas, ¿no? Espero que empecemos como aquel entonces con el pie derecho, que nos sintamos tranquilos con lo que hacemos, que no dudemos de la manera de jugar y de nuestra fortaleza mental. Yo eso lo saben ellos, ¿no? Pero que mañana puede ser un día para muchos de nosotros histórico, habida cuenta que difícilmente vivirán otro mundial en México.
Jannelly, how is it in Mexico City? And do you have goosebumps the same way that Charlie and I do over here?
Hey guys, so nice to see you guys. I wish I was in studio, but I'm so happy that I'm going to be living this experience as a fan in Mexico City here at the Estadio Azteca. I'm so excited. You guys have no idea. Just leading up to this, the feeling as not just as a former international and as a fan of soccer, but as a fan of the Mexican national soccer team, what this means for us, it's huge. It's insane.
You're a true futbolista. And I love that you're there. This is the third World Cup at Azteca. I mean, this is history. It's in a historic moment for the country. But how confident are you in this Mexican side? How confident are the people? What have you heard on the streets? What's the vibe around this L3 side?
Look, the environment is insane in Mexico City in the best way, in the most positive way. And the expectations for this Mexico side are high. And for the first time in a very long time, everybody is positive. The fans are positive. The media outlets are positive. Everybody expects Mexico to win, and they don't expect it to be a 1-0 win. I think everybody expects 2, 3, maybe even 4 goals because of how Mexico has been leading up to this World Cup and their preparation matches since Javier Aguirre took over about 20 months ago. They've just all been bought into his philosophy, to what he wants. For the first time, I see Mexico's side that's mentally bought in, physically well. All the players are healthy. And then consider all of the advantages that they have. I think in this World Cup, yes, there are 3 countries hosting. But for me, Mexico has the most advantage from all 3 countries. Playing in Mexico City, Charlie, you know, it is difficult.
You got
what
that right.
The Estadio Azteca represents, it's something else. There's absolutely nothing like it. And then take into account playing at over 7,000 feet in elevation. It's hard. It's really hard to come in to play in the Estadio Azteca when you haven't done it before, with all of the pressure, with over 80,000 fans just screaming, rooting for Mexico. It's difficult, and I think today Mexico is going to make history.
It's historical for so many reasons, as you just said. It's also historical for Guillermo Ochoa. He's just one of 3 players to feature in his 6th World Cup roster. Do we potentially see him starting in goal in this World Cup? Because that's definitely been a question mark heading into this World Cup, Jannelly.
Yeah, so I think the position where there's been the most doubt for this Mexico squad is in goal. Tala Rangel took over when Malagón got injured last year. But there's been a lot of doubt because the keepers in the previous years they've made very simple mistakes that keepers at this level shouldn't be making. And I think when we consider the most experienced player on this squad and on this field today, it's Guillermo Memo Ochoa. I wouldn't be surprised if we see him in this starting lineup wearing the captain's armband, because I think he is the security that Mexico needs in goal. And if they start off with the front foot from the back, everything else is going to flow. And he is that leadership. He is that voice. He is that presence that Mexico needs.
I love seeing that Memo Ochoa is still at this age, because I remember playing against him in 2009, and the atmosphere that Azteca had, it's incredible to see that he's been able to continue to perform at such a high level. And he would only join 2 players as playing in 6 World Cups, and Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo.
That's right.
So what an accomplishment. I guess my question to you, Jannelly, is, we know Memo Ochoa could potentially be in goal. Edson Alvarez at center back. You're talking about some big players, Raul Jimenez up top. But talk to me about Gilberto Mora. Can he be starting as a 17-year-old? I know he's probably the future of the sport in your country, but what are the expectations for him?
Gilberto Mora he's only 17 years old, and he is a rising star. I think there's a lot of hope for what he can do for Mexico. He just signed a new 3-year deal with Xolos. I think that it would be unfair to say that Mexico's success depends on him in this World Cup. I think it's one thing to perform in the Liga MX, and it's another thing to perform on the biggest stage at a World Cup. I don't expect to see him getting many minutes today. I don't expect him to start. But when he does step on the pitch, he's not going to look like a 17-year-old kid. He's going to look like an experienced 25-year-old. He has the vision. He has the confidence. He has the quality. He plays like he's been doing it for much more than 17 years. So it's very, very exciting for Mexico. But I think for today in the Estadio Azteca in Mexico City, I don't think any of the pressure is on him. I think the pressure is on the rest of the players, on the really experienced players like Raul Jimenez, like Julian Quiñones, like Memo Ochoa, like Edson Alvarez, somebody like Álvaro Fidalgo, who's been, I think, one of the best surprises for Mexico in this last year.
So, Jannelly, we talked about Azteca, the heat, the altitude, the support. Now, when I played in 09, there was 110,000 people. Now, 83,000 is the max capacity. There's a lot more corporate boxes. I think what I'm trying to say is, do you think it'll still be intimidating? What will the fan base look like? Because from what I've heard, the ticket prices are still exuberant. So are we still going to get those ultras that typically fill that stadium? Is the noise still going to be there? Is it going to be more family friendly? Is it going to be more corporate? What are you expecting from the fan base? And does everyone know the team needs that support throughout 90 minutes to be positive? Because we've seen when it turns negative, the team also goes into a hole.
Yeah, I'm hoping that it's all positive. We know the history. When Mexico plays and doesn't do well, the fans are not happy. And that's why I say, like, the expectations are the highest that they've ever been. Playing in Estadio Azteca is something else. I expect it to be full. I expect the energy to be at an all-time high. When I say we in Mexico, we expect this Mexico side to come out playing. It doesn't have to be the prettiest football, but as long as they find the back of the net, everybody is going to be happy. And there's so much chaos around the Estadio Azteca. I'm actually going to head there as soon as we're done here, because it's going to be difficult to get in there. Yes, there's a lot of excitement and the passion, but there's also stress around, getting to the game, getting to your seat in time for kickoff or for the opening show, because there's so many road closures, the construction around the stadium, limited entry points. There's the police, military personnel, thousands and thousands of them in place to control the environment. And then add to that, there are many groups taking advantage of the World Cup to protest for various causes. There is a lot going on.
You gonna take a helicopter or what?
I don't know. I might have to run there and figure it out. I'm not sure. That's why I'm going with
Are the ticket prices still high though?
They are, and you know what? There are a lot of fans in Mexico that are protesting about that are not happy about it, and it's sad. It's sad and it's difficult. I wish it was easily accessible to every single person, but as fans, there's nothing we can do about that now. I hope that changes for the future, and I hope that everybody remains positive and that everybody finds a way to make the best out of it. I know there are so many watch parties, there are so many different things going on throughout Mexico City, and I just hope that that we see a really united Mexico, because we need that. The country needs that. The world needs that.
Thanks for watching this video from Morning Footy. For all news and insights regarding leagues around the world like EFL, Serie A, and all UEFA competitions, both men's and women's, don't forget to sign up for Paramount Plus.